Hi guys, my name is Jenia. I'm your United Heroes yoga teacher. Happy to have you here for this new dynamic yoga practice as every Saturday. Hope you are doing well. And let's start in a comfortable sitting position. So take your time to sit on your mat or on a yoga block or on a cushion, crossing your legs in front of you or probably sitting on your heels. And close your eyes. And as in every practice, just take some time here to come into it, to come onto your mat. To make sure that it's not only your body who is sitting on your mat, but also your mind. Being here and now. Let aside everything you've been doing just before the practice. Everything that's waiting for you afterwards. And observe your body and your breathing. All the sensations you can feel. Some of them are probably to take into consideration for your practice. If you feel tension, fatigue, and continue to inhale slowly and exhale completely. Begin to reach up through the crown of your head, lengthening your spine, releasing your thighs and knees. And with your next exhalation, let your chin come down to your chest. And let's start with some circling movements of the head above the shoulders. And take your time here, don't rush. Just follow your breathing. You inhale to one side and then backwards, and then you exhale to the other side and downward. And one last circle in this direction. Take your time to finish it. And the next time your chin is in front of your chest, just switch directions. We'll make sure that your shoulders are completely relaxed. And one last circle in this direction. Take your time to finish. And when you are done with the next inhalation, lift up your head and exhale here, open your eyes. With your next inhalation, open your arms by your sides up. And then as you exhale, bend to the right and put your right hand on the mat. Reach to the right and up with your left hand. Then inhale, come back to center, both arms up. Exhale to the left, your left hand on the ground, and engage your right arm to stretch your right side. Then inhale up and continue like this. Exhale to the right, stretching your left side. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left. You're keeping your both hips firmly on the ground. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Probably every time you can go a little bit further down. Probably not. That's okay. Inhale. And one last time, exhale to the left. You can probably bend your elbow a little bit. And then with your next inhalation, go up to center and exhale and release. And chain the crossing of your legs. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, turn to the right. So the right hand behind your hips, the back of your left hand against your right knee. And inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Press your hips on the ground. And then exhale, turn to the right. Start to move your right hand in the direction of this twist. And then probably you can grab your left hip. Or if it's not accessible, grab something in your back, your t-shirt. Then put your left hand on your right knee. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lean to the left, as if you wanted to put your left side on your left thigh, touch your left shoulder to your left knee. So you are going down with every exhalation, but you are still opening your chest as if you wanted to put it parallel to the ceiling. So we are twisting and going down at the same time. So twist your head as well, if that's okay for you, looking up. If that puts too much strain on your neck, you can look in front of you. And with your next inhalation, go up to a vertical line, and then exhale, release completely. And then to the other side, inhale. Lift your arms up, and then exhale, turn to the left, your left hand behind your hips, and the back of your right hand against your left knee. Well, take your time here to find length in your spine. Inhale, press your hips on the ground and reach up with your head. Exhale, turn to the left, trying to move your belly and navel closer to your left hip. Then moving with your chest, with your shoulders, and with your head as well. And start to move your left hand closer to your right hip, probably grabbing the upper side of your right thigh. And if it's not accessible, just grab something in your back so that you can really clinch it and just go a little bit deeper in this twist. And then put your right hand on your left knee, so grab it. Inhale, and as you exhale, go down to the right, to your right thigh, as if you wanted to just to lie down completely on this thigh. So searching for length in your right side. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, probably you're going a little bit further down or not. And continue to move like this with your breathing. Make sure that you have weight in your both hips, especially in the left one. And with your next inhalation, go all the way up, vertical spine, and then exhale, release here, and come to a tabletop position. So your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine, just find this straight line, a flat back. And with your next inhalation, start to draw circles with your shoulders above your wrists. So move a little bit forward. And then as you exhale, your hips going to your heels slightly. And just some circle movements like this. And progressively you can enlarge these circles and move a little bit more to the sides, then forward and backwards. And you can also add other movements of your head probably, and even back bending a little bit when you inhale, and then rounding your spine as you exhale. Just find some free, fluid movement here, listening to your body and letting it express itself. Okay. And then finish your last circle with an exhalation and switch directions. Go to the other side. And once again, probably begin with small circles just to feel your weight in your hands, in your wrists. And then make bigger circles if that's okay for you. And adding other movements, back bending, rounding spine, releasing your head, looking up to stretch your throat, your chest. And one last circle in this direction. And with an exhalation, finish it and inhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale here, and as you exhale, tuck your toes under and move up into down dog. So move your hips up and backwards and keep your knees bent for a moment. Find strength in your arms, so press back on your mat. Spread your fingers, open in your armpits, open your shoulders, and find a long and nice flat back here. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your right heel to the mat, or probably it touches the ground. Find some nice stretch in the back of your right leg without going too far. If you feel your muscles tremble a little bit, so don't go this far. You can still have your right knee bent a little bit. With your next inhalation, lift your right heel up, and then exhale, left heel on or to the ground, and without letting your right hip collapse down. So both hips on the same side, on the same level. Okay, and then with your next inhalation, lift your left heel up, and then exhale both heels to the ground or on the ground. And make sure that you don't let your weight drop down in your hands, in your wrists. So continue to press that as if you wanted to put more weight on your feet. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and begin to walk your feet forward between your hands. Just find a comfortable way here, and then grab your elbows and release completely. Release your upper body, and you can just move slowly and nicely from side to side. Release the weight of your head, of your shoulders, of your arms. Release your ears, your hair, your face. And take an inhalation here with your nose. And then exhale with your mouth. And once again, inhale. And then exhale, let it go. And one last time, inhale. And exhale, release. Release your arms as well. And with your next inhalation, begin to unroll your spine. Slowly and gently. With the head going up at the very last moment. Okay. And find your vertical position, your feet together, your quads engaged, your belly slightly in, your chest open, shoulders backwards and down, and engage your arms with the fingertips searching for the ground. You'll find your Tadasana, mountain's pose. And then let's warm up with some sun salutations. As you inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, so bend in your hips. You can bend your knees if needed, release your head. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the ground, and step back into a plank pose. If this is not accessible, just feel free to put your knees on the ground. Otherwise, inhale here in plank, and then with your next exhalation, knees on the ground, and first Chaturanga. You are bending your elbows backwards, squeezing them to your sides, and then lower yourself down completely. Inhale, little cobra. Your feet are on the ground, and you press with your feet so that you can take your knees off the ground and contract your quads a little bit. Exhale, tuck your toes under and press back into down dog. Okay, and some breathing here. Inhale, press your hands firmly on the ground. Exhale, your heels are probably coming a little bit closer to your mat. Inhale. And then exhale completely. And one last time. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and make a big step to come back to the front of your mat. Probably several steps if needed. Inhale. Flat back, your fingertips on the ground or your hands on your shins. And then exhale, your belly to your thighs, your head to your knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, your arms up and come back with a flat spine. Reach to the sky and exhale, release. Okay, once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, look up. So try to lengthen your spine here, the crown of your head going forward and your hips reaching backwards. Exhale, bend your knees, your hands on the ground, and step back into a plank position. And Chaturanga, with or without your knees on the ground. Inhale, and as you exhale, you bend your elbows. If you haven't put your knees on the ground, don't lower yourself completely. And then with your next inhalation, upward facing dog, or little cobra if you have put your knees on the ground. And then exhale, down dog. Okay, and again, some breaths here. You can release your head, your neck completely here. Find strength in your arms. And find length in the back of your legs. One last time, inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees and you can step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, look up. Exhale, go down, Uttanasana. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Okay. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, go down. And from here, with your next inhalation, step back into a down dog. Directly, both feet backwards. Lift your hips. Inhale and exhale here. And with your next inhalation, lift your right leg up. And then exhale, right foot between your hands. And put your left knee on the ground. So put your left hand inside your right foot. And with an inhalation, turn right and open your chest. Reach up with your right hand. Inhale here, and as you exhale, begin to circle your arm backwards, and then inhale, your arm going up in front of your face, and then exhale backwards. You're circling like this your arm, feeling what's going on in your shoulder. And one last time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and now go back to the front of your mat and put your right hand inside of your right foot. Then tuck your toes under and lift your knee and put your foot at 90 degrees. And with your next inhalation, open your chest to the left, your left arm, left hand going up. And inhale here. And as you exhale, same thing with your left arm. Begin to circle your arm backwards, and then with an inhalation, it goes up in front of your face and to the vertical line, and exhale backwards. And then one last circle. Inhale, up, and then exhale, backwards and down. And come back to the front of your mat, your both hands on both sides of your right foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, go back to plank. Inhale here, and as you exhale, Chaturanga. So I'm going to show it once again with your knee on the ground. You bend your elbows and you lower yourself completely down, and then inhale, little cobra, with your feet pressing on the ground, with your elbows squeezing towards each other, and pressing your chest forward. Then exhale and down dog. Okay, and then on the other side, as you inhale, lift your left leg up, and then exhale, bring your left foot between your hands. You can grab your ankle to help you move closer your foot, and then put your right knee on the ground. So right hand really close to your left foot, and with your inhalation, turn to the left, your left arm up, and try to bring your left knee and your right shoulder closer together. Inhale here, and as you exhale, begin to circle your left arm backwards with an exhalation, and then inhale, lift it up, and exhale backwards. And make sure that you are moving only your arm. Your chest still stays as much open as you can, turning to the left. And one last circle here. And as you have finished it with an exhalation, come back to the front of your mat and switch sides. You put your left hand inside your left foot, tuck your right toes under, and then lift your knee and put your foot at 90 degrees. And then inhale and turn your chest to the right. Your right hand trying to reach the sky. Inhale here, and as you exhale, begin to circle your arm. And try not to collapse here in your left hip. So continue to press your left foot on the ground. And one last circle. Inhale, exhale, and come back to the front of your mat. Your both hands on both sides of your left foot, and then plank position. So with your hips aligned in a beautiful straight line between the crown of your head and your heels, so not collapsing down, not lifting them up. Inhale, and as you exhale, Chaturanga. So with your knees on the ground or without. And if you don't put them on the ground, just stop hovering over the ground and then inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, down dog. Okay, and just some breaths here. Observe both sides of the body, the right and the left, if there is any difference between them. And then inhale here. And as you exhale, put your knees on the ground, come back to tabletop. Okay, and then move your left foot, your left shin out, so outwards, and straighten your right leg, putting your foot on the ground. Your left hand stays on your mat, and then inhale, open your chest to the right with your right hand going up. And then as you exhale, lower your arm to your head, finding this nice diagonal line between your right foot and your right hand, stretching your right side. And once again, inhale here, and as you exhale, begin to circle your arm backwards. And just 2 more circles here to feel this opening in your shoulder, this opening in your chest. And make sure you don't collapse in your left shoulder, so press your left hand on the ground. Okay, and then stay here in this diagonal line with your arm in front, above your head, above your right ear, and stay here for some breaths, or you can choose to go to the side plank, lengthening your left leg as well. So right foot on the left, or right foot in front of the left foot. And inhale here, and with your next exhalation, go back to tabletop position, both hands on the ground. And inhale, back bend here. Try to stretch the core muscles, your abdomen, and then exhale, round your spine. Stretch all the muscles in your spine, and with your next inhalation, go back to tabletop position, and then exhale, press back to down dog. Inhale here, and as you exhale, put again your knees on the ground, come back to tabletop, and open your right foot and your right shin outwards, and straighten your left leg to the back of your mat, your right hand staying on the ground, and open your chest to the left, your left arm reaching up. So make sure that your left foot is firmly rooted, grounded on your mat. Inhale here, press firmly with your right hand on the ground, and as you exhale, begin to circle your left arm. Just make 2 or 3 circles here. And then come back with your left arm in a diagonal line. You'll find some stretch in your left side. The stretch coming from your left foot and then ending in your fingers of the left hand. And probably stay here for some more breathing, or if that's available to you, come to a side plank, straightening your right leg as well, and left foot on your right foot, or left foot in front of your right foot. This will be a little bit easier for your balance. Inhale here. So find space here between your right shoulder and your right ear in your neck. And with your next exhalation, go down to tabletop, your knees on the ground. And then inhale, back bend. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, come back to neutral spine, and with your next exhalation, press back to down dog. Okay. And with your next exhalation, put your knees on the ground and sit on your heels for some moment. Just release here any tension. If that's not comfortable, you can choose to spread your knees a little bit wider. Probably put a cushion or yoga block under your forehead. You can keep your arms in front of you or move them backwards. But in any case, just release your arms, release your shoulders. And take some moment here just to breathe in your back. Sending all your breathing, not in your belly, but in your back. So I can imagine that somebody has put a hand on you, on your spine, on your back. And every time you inhale, you try to lift that hand up. And as you exhale, it goes down. And then put your hands near your knees and with a rounded spine, with not much effort in your spine, just pressing your hands on your ground, lift yourself up. And then sit on your mat with your legs in front of you. Okay. Flex your feet, find a long and flat back. Inhale. Lift your arms up. And then exhale and begin to fall forward with a straight spine. So take your time here. Inhale once again, reach up and forward with your arms. Exhale. Come down a little bit more. And whenever you feel that your spine begins to round, your chest begins to collapse inside, just stop the movement, release your hands wherever they go, on your feet, on your ankles, on your shins, or just simply putting your hands on the ground. And just work here with your spine before going further down. Inhale and press your chest forward. Try to find length in your belly, in your spine. And then with an exhalation, probably you can go a little bit closer to your thighs. We are looking for this contact between your belly and your thighs, which is impossible to have if you let your spine round. Just close your eyes. Stay concentrated on your breathing. And every time you inhale, you find length. Every time you exhale, probably you're going a little bit closer to your thighs. But if you're already at your maximum, just stay there and breathe. If your elbows are bent, bend them outwards to the sides, slightly lifting them up. And with your next inhalation, come up with a flat back and exhale, release, and find a comfortable sitting position to finish this practice. Crossing your legs, sitting on your heels, probably sitting against a wall if you want to feel some support. Turning the palms of your hands down if you want to give, or opening them up if you want to receive. And observe all this practice has given to you. All it has brought to your body, to your mind, all the changes that you can feel. Or probably just observe that there is none, and that's okay. And put your hands in front of your chest into praise position. Inhale, and as you exhale, let your head go down to your fingertips. And take some moments here to thank yourself for the time you have taken for this practice. Thank your body for having let you flow through this practice. And thank you for having let me guide you. Namaste. Thanks a lot for sharing this practice with me. I wish you an excellent weekend and see you next week. Take care. Bye.